everybody. What's up? Welcome to another week of Video Rot, episode 72. So, welcome all. Right before we started
Hey,
recording, Riverman was bringing up something to my attention. Look, I know our name has always been kind of a point of contention just because, Revival House, it's got the two meanings. Most people associate it with a church. But obviously, Riverman came up with the name way back in the day because as a homage to Revival House cinemas, right,
mm,
of the old day. And for the longest time, we were fighting with churches, right, in our visibility. And in particular, there was a Revival House Network, another fucking, sorry, I got to bleep that out, RHN, right? And even though we have more followers than them, we were still not number one, but we were number two. So it's like
yeah,
I never really thought it was a big deal. You type in Revival House. I literally changed our name to just Revival House. We ditched the word network or whatever on the name, and that seemed to be working. But we were always going to come up as number one or number two. But Todd pointed out to me that we weren't coming up at all. So I just triple checked. Why don't you just pull it up? And that's what I'm getting on my end. When you search Revival House Network, you still get those same guys, and you scroll down. Are we anywhere?
no,
That absolutely blows me away.
for
So
you. Previously watched. I mean, nothing. Oh, we're down here,
yeah, mm,
so we're
go
getting shadow banned like hell, dude.
go. Just type Revival House if you don't mind.
Channels.
Yeah, let's see.
I mean, you can't even find us.
And this was not like this
No,
before.
no.
I don't remember the last time I searched it, but it wasn't that long ago, and this was not like this. So there's definite tomfoolery going on, and you don't get any kind of alerts that you're getting crippled like this. It just kind of happens, and you have to learn about it by stuff like this, and people just telling you, "Hey, we didn't know you went live," or "Hey, we didn't get your new video." It's really a bummer, man, and it makes
Look,
me
a
wonder.
revival Jacob actually gets more traction than we do.
Oh, we have more followers than whoever that guy is.
I know, but he
So
he actually
I
see his page.
I don't understand this. So I don't know what the answer is. I don't know if I mean, do we just wave a white flag and do we change our name? Is that going to
No,
help? Probably not.
no.
You know, am I setting myself up for failure with the RH banner for my film production label? Maybe. Um, I don't know. So what happens when you type in Revival House commentary? Surely we're gonna come up. Okay, so when you really narrow it down, but
Yeah.
that's BS, dude. Because we used to come up, man. So I don't know, man. Chad, I don't know what you guys are. I'm gonna kind of go to the comments here and just kind of see what's up. This isn't how I thought I was gonna start the show, but
Hey, it's
it's
something that needs to be addressed because I just noticed that tonight, and that pisses me off, man.
look. I mean, I'm not trying to blame people or blame other or things, but we're responsible for our own growth. But there's something to say for how much we've grown or not grown, right? It's
Yeah.
just we're absolutely fucking buried, man. We are getting no exposure, and you learn about you try and figure out YouTube and the way they work with algorithms, but the thing is that target's always moving. It's always changing. I remember back in the day, they're like, "Oh, it's about shorter videos. Oh, it's about longer content. Now we want longer. Oh, now it's gearing more towards shorter views." It's like they can't pick a lane, and I I don't
Well,
know.
first of all, we need to go after this Revival House network, and we need to send them a trademark thing. We need to talk to YouTube and see if we can get them off.
I don't know if it works like that with YouTube. And the thing is there there's so many more now because it didn't. I remember back in the day, these guys have been around for a while,
Yeah,
and we're technically older than them, but they were the second. And then now it's just if Todd searched there, I mean it comes up that way on my end too. There is so many people with the name, And I get it. Revival House. It's not like we invented it, but just you'd think we'd have a little bit of a leg up. And but anyway, it's just you'd think with having as much content and how many videos that we literally have 1,000 videos on the channel. I think we just hit 1,000. We have so much crap out there. Crap. Some of it's crap.
Look at Blaine's comment. I used to get commentaries in my feed before I even subscribed.
Yeah, it's just yeah, let me kind of read them here. Get past all these Wolf and Heart. Hey, what's up, Wolf and Heart? What's up, Silhouette? Yeah, Blaine. What's up, dudes? Yo, Riverman. Did you see blah blah blah? Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to get caught up. Yeah, Wolf and Heart. Man, that sucks. Shadow blocked. We're 100%, and I don't. And you know what's stressful about that is I've tried googling this, and I don't. Is there a way to become unshadow banned? Is there a way to fix this? I don't think there is. You know, I kind of figured if Riverman and I made enough content on a regular basis where we were watching our language at the beginning, we were kind of playing the game a little bit, that maybe we could, because it kind of works now. Like, as far as technically the videos get monetized, they're just not getting seen now. They're not, so I don't really know. I don't know if there's an answer. I don't know if, like, is the answer to fucking just quit and start over? The thing is you don't want to do that, because if you're under, I don't know how many subs it is. If you're under
Then
1,000
you'll
or
never
two,
get seen.
yeah, you're gonna get buried again. It's a damned
Yeah,
if you do, damned if you don't. So I kind of feel like, are we just stuck? I
probably.
it's like we're completely word of mouth at this point, and it's really really frustrating. I have to be honest. I mean, we do this just for fun, but
Still,
everything.
I mean, the more people in the chat, the more fun it is, I think.
No, 100%. And I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to keep just blaming other stuff, but at the end of the day, we're shadow blocked because of content we've had over the years. And I really just wish YouTube operated a little differently and gave you more warnings and really kind of was transparent about how all this worked. Had I known that we were going to get bit in the ass for someone saying a crass joke on a podcast 5 years ago, right? Because we brought Zach in years ago, and Zach is great. Zach was awesome. He breathed a lot of life into the show, and he brought a certain kind of sense of humor, and we loved it. I was endorsing it. It was cool, but that kind of stuff was just biting us in the ass, and I just don't know if we can really go back
Well,
from
there's no
there.
way to
So
fix it. I just looked tonight. We have 998 videos, which is crazy, man. Almost 1,000.
So, but yeah, man, I wish there was a way to undo it, and I wish there was someone at YouTube to contact, but we can't. And
Yeah.
Todd, you even mentioned earlier, we should contact YouTube and get that other bootleg Revival House. We can't contact them. The only people that have a direct line to YouTube customer service are the big dogs. It's the 1%. That's it. There's absolutely no way to get a hold of anybody. And it's unfortunate. Silhouette says stuff like this is why I don't believe in God, religion, or an afterlife. Well, that's a bit extreme. But
Yeah, to each their own. I mean,
clearly, literally, it's I was gonna say the church fucking us. No, I don't know, man, and it's not really their fault either. I get it, but bottom line is, Riverman just went down a whole page, just tons and tons of people, and we have more followers than they do.
yeah. Well, the fact that I can't tell somebody at work or tell somebody out in the street, hey, go check out our channel, the Bible House Network, you can't find it. So
Ishmael, what's up, brother? He says, wait, so this isn't that other Revival House? I walked into the wrong house. Oh yeah, you're here for communion.
Yeah.
Take your dick out. It's like, put it in Todd's mouth of Christ. Like, whatever.
Spectacle, testicles, wallet, and watch, right?
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not trying to knock on that stuff, man.
No,
I'm not trying to beat it, because like I said, I don't think they probably didn't see us, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It was maybe it was always going to be an uphill battle to try and sort of own this moniker and own this name. I didn't think it was going to be that difficult. I didn't realize, but for the longest time, there was nobody else with this stupid name. Just that
Well,
one
YouTube
person.
just blew up, in the past, 5 to 10 years. So, I mean, we've been around since what,
But
2011?
I'm telling you, I don't remember the last time that I looked at it. But I have searched. I do that every now and again to see honestly competition, that other church, because I was just that church for the longest time, and I wanted to make sure we still had more followers than they did. And I always like to double check. Now I don't know if it's been a few months, I don't know if it's been 6 months, maybe it's been a year, I don't know. But the last time I checked from this desk, we were still popping up right with them interlocked. And
Mhm.
that was good enough for me. I'm like, you know what? For now, it's not a big deal because we're still there. And so this has to be a recent thing, sometime in the last year, right? And it's just really really
I
a
think it's
bummer.
sometime in the past 3 weeks because
But what
I'm
have we done
usually
in the last 3 weeks? Oh man, was it that stream we did? Or dude, all I said was EPSTEIN. I said his name. I I don't understand this.
I don't know.
This shit is in the news.
Yeah.
Is this not a bummer that you can't? It's like we did that stream and it became all of a sudden. People were saying it was getting political, but I'm like, I never said anything about politics. I just mentioned a man that was in the news. Everybody else started making it political, man. Like just because there was a man in the news, like what does this have to do with? And it's just so frustrating. So I don't know if it's that stuff, but I really hate that we live in this society where you can't say certain words, man. The biggest hot button topic for 3 years recently was pandemic or
Mhm.
COVID.
Yeah.
It's all over the news. It's in our lives, but we couldn't say it.
Coof.
But you couldn't say it.
Yeah.
It is absolute batshit. And look, I don't have to worry about saying batshit 20 minutes into the podcast, but we live in a society now where it's like all these people were kind of learning as they went. When we were in the PNDA, blah, 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 when we were going through all of that, you had all these YouTubers kind of learning, like, oh shit, my stuff's getting demonetized. So everybody would have like code words for it. And you just kind of knew what they're talking about. I'm like, dude, that is so silly.
Yeah, it's
That is
ridiculous.
so silly. So on one hand, it's BS, but I also get it. This is not a public platform. It's owned by Google. They can do whatever the hell they want. I just wish there was a better way. And I just don't know that there is, cuz one hand has to like wash the other, and you need their platform, and I don't know, man. It's just a bummer, man, because
Remember, I was kind of thinking, remember how YouTube used to be so different because we
mhm
used to hop on after watching The Walking Dead and do
mhm
those commentaries right afterwards. And
mhm
those things freaking blew up, man. Like
yeah.
people love that shit. And now nobody watches like, that sort of TV all together at once, it seems like.
Yeah. Walking Dead was really, really, really big. Yeah, that was so big they even had like Talking Dead and stuff like that
Yeah.
after that. Yeah, I just don't know, because this is just us getting totally transparent with you guys. I don't want it to sound like we're whining or complaining. I'm just being open with you. And the fact of the matter is we've been around for 13 years now. Not on YouTube the whole time. I don't. Maybe we've been on YouTube for 10,
10,
something like that.
11, or
10, 11,
yeah.
yeah. uh and we just if you would look at us at our peak and the way we were climbing, I just feel like we could have 100,000 followers right now.
So back in the day, we had a guy reviewing our
Yeah,
commentaries about the show. Like some guy like going through our clips and like, oh, and making his own YouTube channel about us, which was weird. Remember that guy?
yeah. Well, and then there was a period during that big growth pop where I wanted to experiment with doing the interview thing, so I was doing
Yeah.
that for like a year or two. And that just wasn't fun after a while, because
It's a
I don't
lot of
know. I
work.
It's a lot of work because you're like always kind of thinking about it. You're always reaching out to people. You're always kind of like keeping that connection open. And then, when you get somebody to come on, you got to do your homework, and I don't know. It's just,
You can't do that anymore because they all want money. They all have their own
well,
podcasts anyway. So
this is pre what's it called? Cameo.
yeah.
Then Cameo came out and it's like, "Oh, you mean I can charge people to talk?"
Yeah.
So now it's like, unless you're really going to help them out, unless you're like the fucking Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, I think they're always going to feel like they're helping you more than you're helping them. And it just kind of depends on that stuff. But dude, we should be there. I think we should have at least 100,000 followers right now. But the thing
Probably.
is we got clipped and clamped a while back. And, I'm blessed that we do have some steady growth. Like, we have people coming in, which is great. We don't have people leaving, which is even better. But it's just frustrating, man, that we can't get out there. It's literally we've been suppressed, just like Todd's sexuality. And
Hey,
I beat Todd to it. I feel like Todd was gonna make the joke too. He was like moving his finger. I had to go in for it.
one thing I do want though, so I see there's a number of people in the chat. We need to get some people on here on one of these episodes we can actually talk to. Like they should jump on with us and we can do like a review or do something fun to get some of the listener on here, another listeners.
Well, we've talked about that in the last couple of weeks, as far as like New Year resolution, because maybe that I don't know if we're ever going to be as big as what our potential could be, but it's fine, man. I mean,
Yeah, I
I,
don't care.
I on one hand, I'm kind of over wanting to put in the real work. I'm not going to play the game.
I don't have time.
We don't have time. Zach doesn't have time. We're not. Maybe if we were growing naturally, like I think we should have in the last 10 years, maybe we would be at a place we were getting enough revenue actually, and our shit wasn't demonetized, where we could pay someone like a Zach part time to actually, because these channels, they grow and they pay people to actually run certain aspects, and they become a big machine. And I just don't. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with not playing the game and just hopping on here and
Just having
having a good
fun.
time.
Yep.
And I love the fact, and that's not, dude, we don't do as many commentaries. I don't want to, we're not stopping that, but there was a point before Zach went back to school, we were doing commentaries. We had a commentary every week. We had a cinema enema every other week. We had a live stream just about every weekend, and then Mac and Zach had their stuff going. We were just firing off, and we were getting nothing in return.
Mhm.
And so at a point, we've said this a million times. It's over the last decade. We're getting older, man. At a point, it's like, well, we can't lose X amount of time, because X amount of time lost to this is time we should be making money for income, right?
Mhm.
And it's just gotten to that point where we've had to dial it back. Now, doing video route with Todd's not a big deal. This is actually a lot of fun. It's just like hanging out with friends. We come up with a topic. Sometimes we kind of riff like this, and it's just a good time. And there's not a whole lot of stress that goes into the editing or anything like that. And there's not that much homework that needs to be done. I mean, you have to gather like segment stuff, and maybe we watch something or whatever. But it's really not. It's not that big of a deal. But for the commentaries, man, it's like, I don't know. It's just different, man. I wish the fruit was there so we could make the excuse. I'm married now. Todd's been married for years. I'm married now, so it's like I I wouldn't be able to justify it to my wife to be like, "Hey, I got to go record again."
No, yeah, I have 2 kids, so yeah, I can't do that.
Well, I mean, it's everything in my power to do it this once a week. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
in the occasional stream, I'll jump on. That's fine too. But like, I don't have that much time with her. We both work during the day. She comes home from work. A lot of times I'm working late. I'm typically working about 60 hours a week if I can. And then she comes home. I'm working. I finish work. I make dinner. By the time I get that done, it's like, dude, we got maybe an hour together. So pretty much any time that we record or I stream, it's I'm sacrificing time with her. So it's like literally I don't get to really see her. And that's just,
Is that what you say? You're sacrificing time with her because you have to hang out with me for 2 hours?
no. It's just that we only
I
have
know,
so
I'm
much
kidding,
time.
I'm
We
kidding.
only have so much time.
I know.
So
This is the only time I talk to you usually during the week, every
yeah,
week.
I'm glad we have it,
Yeah.
because it's actually a real blessing in that sense. To we're getting older, man. It's just tough to really have FaceTime with your friends. But no, she's cool about it. But I'm just saying, if we were at where I think we should have been at organically, growth wise, it would have been we would have been making more income off these videos.
Oh
I
yeah.
could justify, be like, hey, like it would have been some kind of income where I could be like, hey, this is almost like a part-time gig,
Hmm.
and it would be justified, right? Or I would sacrifice that time. I would work a little less overtime so I could record more often,
Yeah.
right? I would do something. But the fact is we got to make money. Todd's got kids. I'll have kids eventually. So I don't know. It's just one of those things, man. But I'm proud of ourselves that we've never quit.
And we'll never quit. I'll never quit Video Rot. I mean, this is perfect. Perfect time, 2 hours. I get, the card from the wife, go hang out with Aaron for 2 hours and do
It,
your show. And
and it's
it's
easy.
great.
It's relaxing. It's a nice stress reliever. But I'm not going to quit anything. I want to always do podcasts with Zach. I always want to do commentaries. Those are a lot more seldom though. Believe me, if we weren't in the situation that we were in right now, dude, I would still be doing that stuff once a week. But just know that we're always here. We're never going to bend over and just take it. But hopefully you guys can spread the word organically because that's what it's going to take,
Yeah.
right? So going back to what I was trying to get onto a minute ago, when Todd was talking about getting some folks on, dude, if anybody in the chat wants to jump on with us, I think that's an awesome idea. But I also said this is the year that we got to network again. So we got to go back to that. And I miss it anyway. We used to be more networky. We used to make friends like a Josh James and all that stuff. And we'd be on each other's channels. I love that.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's fun. That's going to keep it exciting and fresh for us. But also, that's the only way we're going to grow at this point because we're not getting out there organically. We have to sit there and rub elbows, and we got to meet other podcasts, and and that's work. When other people go on other people's shows, maybe it's fun, but they're doing it because it's part of their job. Like if I want to grow, I have to go on their show. I have to promote essentially, right? And I'm here for it. I'm ready to do it as much as I can. So
I think somebody should jump on with us. They should pick out a tier list, and then we'll sign off on the tier list, and then we'll do the spinning wheel again. So it'll be completely random. It'll be fun, man. That would be awesome if we can do
I would
that.
love it, man. Does anybody have the balls, man? Anybody good in front of the camera? Good on the mic?
They don't even need to be. We're not.
Let's see. Ishmael. Sorry, I'm gonna get caught up with the
Yeah.
comments now. But yeah, there's a lot of commentary on this. So let me see. Yeah, Blaine. Todd mentioned this earlier. I used to get y'all on my feed constantly a few years back, and that's how I found the show. See, yeah, like that. The age of getting organic new listeners is fucking done for us. So now I'm not gonna lie. What I have toyed with is I almost hate to say it, creating a new channel for different stuff because I always wanted to keep stuff under Revival House because that was our thing is stronger in numbers. Let's band together, have this network, have a Mac and Zach, because what is it here? Yeah, Wolf and Heart. I actually found Mac and Zach's channel before BTM.
Mm.
Dude, it's Mac and Zach kind of abandoned their channel, so it's possible that you can find them easier than us, even though they really didn't have a whole lot of followers or whatever. But yeah, anyway, I always thought stronger in numbers. Let's get pals together and have this fun network. But now I've been toying around with the idea of launching another channel in along with this one because like I said, just something that maybe we could test out because I don't want to create a new channel at the expense and just trash this one. I don't want to do that.
Hmm.
But the thing is, if I started a new channel, it would either have to be something completely different because I wasn't about to I mean, it crossed my mind to do just a video rot, right? But no, because that this belongs on Revival House. It fits in with this stuff.
Yeah.
So if I was going to do a separate channel to maybe help this one, it would have to be completely different content. Like actual produced videos, which would be more time consuming. Like there's all kinds of stuff, like actually coming up with a concept for a somewhat regular type of show I could put on. But it would have to be separate enough to where I it would make sense and maybe it could help. Or heck, maybe I'll actually make my personal YouTube public once the film drops. I probably will. I'll probably eventually put it on my YouTube or put clips and any other work I can do. I'll probably start trying to pump up my own channel. Uh, but I don't know, man. Let's see. Yeah, Blaine, I used to get your commentaries in my feed before I even subscribed. I know, man. It's fucking bullshit. That's the way it should be, right? Our content should be going out to people that like they should. Isn't that the whole point of
Yeah.
when I go on YouTube now and I look at shit, dude, it's suggesting the wackest stuff to me.
Yeah. You might also like something completely different.
Yeah, it's like, dude, I thought AI was supposed to be getting smarter or whatever it is, and Netflix is the worst, dude. It's like, oh, you watch this random ass movie you might like, and all it does is promote its Netflix
Yeah.
originals. Like, oh, you mean I might like what you're trying to shill, what you have the most stake in?
Latest Adam Sandler straight to Netflix
Gosh,
movie.
dude. Gushido says your video showed up my feed over a year ago. That's how I started watching. Dude, I appreciate you, Gushido.
Yep.
Before I subscribed, it was hard finding your videos. Yeah, I mean, we just weren't coming up. So, but I'm glad, like I said, some people are coming in through the cracks. We have very slow and steady growth, right?
Yeah.
But to put it in perspective, what are we at right now, sub count, Todd? Like 70, is it 78? 78? Hold on. I'm
Yeah.
going to find out.
I think it's
Uh,
up 1,000 the past couple thousand the past year.
no. Okay, look at this. Okay. We are at 7,382 subscribers, and Todd's being generous because I made a thank you video when we hit 7,000. I'll tell you exactly when that was.
Oh.
I'm gonna show you, because it was before I moved into this house. Unless that
shit.
was what?
Really?
Unless
that
that
long
was
ago?
unless it was 6,000. I'm just gonna double check. Todd, entertain somebody while I look for this because I feel like I have to. Find this.
Yeah, I'll take a look at the chat. Let's see. Blaine says the Pet Cemetery 2 and Brain Scan commentaries got me into your channels like 5 years ago. Man, that's still my favorite commentary. It was that Pet Cemetery 2 commentary.
The old school.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the good old days. Hey, really quick, I'll comment on that. Okay, my mistake. Todd's right. We're not that pathetic. It was 3 years ago. We hit 5K. Still, we've grown 50% in 3 years. I guess if you really want to do the math, if we've been on YouTube for a decade and we grew 50% in 3 years, but like dude, you should see like how fast we bumped at a certain point. If you could look at the analytics where we were riding high, there was a point we were getting 20 to 100 subscribers daily, and it fluctuated.
Well,
But
the whole subscription bar on the left-hand side of the computer screen pisses me off too because it's not in alphabetical order. We always get bumped to like the very bottom. I can never find it. Like I'm subscribed to like a couple hundred people.
okay, so it is in alphabetical, but that top bar you're talking about is like it always goes off your most recent. So whatever I've been watching the most recent or the most often, it'll then get upgraded to that primary
See,
bar.
mine isn't in alphabetical order, so that's weird.
You might be able to like alter that yourself. Do you have a light, Todd? You're kind of hiding in the dark. Do you not have like a light to shine on?
I didn't bring my light out. I can go grab it if you want me to.
Oh, is it a hassle?
No, I can get it.
Go grab it real quick, and I'm gonna because I could barely see you. All right, but let me see here, guys. Let me get caught up on these, and then we're gonna do choose. No, sorry, we're gonna do name that keynote. I got a fun rousing round of that. Okay, avoiding things usually means it comes flying right back into our faces. Maybe I missed the context there on that one. Yeah, Blaine, I know Todd just mentioned this, but yeah, the Pet Cemetery 2 brain scan. Dude, those are such great commentaries, man. I love that stuff. And we had Zach on board with those. Or Pet Cemetery 2? Yeah, I think we've done Pet Cemetery 2 a couple of times over the years. Wolf and Heart, if you want your channel to blow up, you need to start doing ASMR eating videos. So I kind of feel like the ASMR trend was very much like 5 years ago. Is that still a thing? And do guys do it? Because like I'm guilty of like seeing some of those. I'm like, what is this? But isn't it mostly like women? Isn't it like a lot of videos where it's like a really pretty girl that's kind of making it somewhat sensual or sexual. I mean, I'll do it, dude. I'll eat mac and cheese right here on screen. I'll do it. Ishmael, I follow another channel. We watched the movie. Their streams are always fun, saying "fuck this," "dildo in the ass," that movie references and quotes galore. They have something like 160K subs. Awesome. I don't know, man. I wonder how often they stream. That's cool. That's good for them, man. Did you? So I need to look at their. I'm gonna check them out right now. Let's see. We watched the movie. I'm gonna look it up.
Who are you and the lady?
No, it's a comment.
Oh,
They pop right up, man. Yeah, no, in the chat here, it's Ishmael was saying he follows another channel called We Watched a Movie, and their streams are always fun, saying "fuck this," "dildo in the ass," movie references and quotes galore. They have something like 160K subs. Yeah, they're not having any problems because they pop right up. And let me see. Yeah, I
I'll
might have to.
check him out. I'm
Yeah,
always I'm always into watching new.
it's a dude on here that looks like a skinny Alex Jones. Nice. Yeah, I'll check him out for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we kind of just need to network with some people that are like on our level and stuff like that, and maybe that'll kind of help. But yeah, Wolf and Hart, 60 hours a week. Have you seen the economy? I can't afford not to. I'm literally working to the bone, man. I mean, I work from home, so I'm not working at a coal mine or anything like that, but it's a lot of time in front of a monitor, you know.
Mercy, mercy, mercy.
Yeah. But yeah, Ishmael says they always worry about YouTube coming down on them. But point being, I do think it's possible you guys, the channel, can make it. Yeah, it's not, like I said, it's not even that. Like I said, we're not going anywhere. It was never about making it. We
No.
literally, to give some backstory before we get into the segments, because this is going to be kind of this episode. We don't have like a beat. This kind of turned into the topic, which is fine. But the reason why I wanted to be a part of the podcasting with Todd is because I'm like, well, I would like to be able to meet people that write and maybe sort of rub elbows with people in that world. I come from the Midwest, man. I always wanted to write and kind of do the screenplay thing, but it's like you're from Missouri or whatever, or Nebraska or Iowa. You don't even know anybody in your state that's into that. So it's like, how do you? It's not like, hey, I want to learn about plumbing.
Yeah.
No, so I just kind of thought to myself, like, well, if we do the podcast thing, maybe we could grow enough to where we could eventually start doing interviews. And if I start doing interviews, well, we become the media, and that's a way to get some people attention and get on our show, and for me to meet some people. And maybe through that, I would start to get to know some of the publicist people, yada, 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 yada. And that was kind of my mindset. I mean, it kind of works. Like, I met a couple of cool friends through the show, like my buddy Randall. That was through the show in the early days. And, he kind of helped me early on. And it's not really about that anymore, but like it was all about networking and just having a good time and finding like-minded people. Dude, I never want to be a fucking YouTuber, man.
No, hell no.
Yeah, it's not like that. So, yeah, well, it is what it is. But
An influencer, like a lot of these kids, like, man, I couldn't imagine being that fucking fake, man.
no, it's just it's stupid. They all have to play the game. They all have to edit their videos a certain way. All their videos are formatted a certain way. And they kind of have to like trigger people and bait people. And I just don't want to make money like that. I mean, I guess if you threw me enough money, I don't know. But anyway, Ishmael, Todd and Aaron's channel marriage. Blaine, self-help and advice show. Yeah, I was trying to come up with ideas for a side show that wouldn't make sense. No, if I had the time and the motivation, an idea that I had, and even if I didn't do it, even if the content output was as slow as I needed it to be, I thought it would be cool to maybe kind of put on a show where I talk about a script of a particular movie and how it changed over the lifespan of it, right? because you take a movie like Alien, which I love. That's probably something I would hypothetically start with. If you kind of analyze how that script started and going over, well, this is what happened originally. This person was gonna die. They had this shit in there, and this is how we got from point A to Z and why things changed. I find that incredibly fascinating. When most people, I mean, obviously, if you're a cinephile, you might be into that stuff, but I don't know, just something that doesn't here.
I always thought of a cool show like actually traveling to all these conventions and talking to these shitty celebrities and pretty much talking about like the life behind like the C grade actor, and basically just I don't know, trying to get them to talk to you and trying to get them to just open up to you and stuff
It
like
would
that.
be kind of hard to get people to sign up on that because nobody wants to admit that they don't have a career anymore.
But the good thing is, if they come off like assholes, they're still in your channel. So I mean, you can be like, oh yeah, that guy's a fucking asshole. See, you would actually walk up to Savini and get him on camera being an asshole.
I wish we didn't. I don't think we were doing the YouTube channel quite yet, or maybe we were, and it was very new when we had that famous Savini story. Because I would have loved to have taken my. Well, I don't even know if I had a really good iPhone. Well, yeah, I think we did. We could have a viral video of Savini being an asshole to us, dude. Like all the stuff we're saying he
Yes.
said. I wish we had that like on candid video, like a body cam footage.
We should
It
have
would.
the glasses, dude. The video glasses. That would have been
Oh yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. See, we were just we were behind the technology. That's our only problem.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I it would be. I've always said it would be. It's not that I don't like doing the interview thing. I just want it to be not fake. I think it'd be fun to get people that were involved. I've always said this to try and get people that were involved with a certain movie on a commentary,
Yeah.
right? Like it doesn't have to be anybody big, but if we're doing Nightmare 4, let's get Ken Sagos. Why not? Let's
But
get
I want these people to be honest though. A lot of the times they're gonna,
yeah.
stroke it and say it's the greatest thing.
Well, I mean, you want to be Larry King or Howard Stern? I mean, how are we going to do that?
Get
Anyway,
hang out at the convention bar and see if they talk to you.
yeah, I got you. Okay. So that's a lot of. So you want to hit up every convention in the country and just roll the dice and spend all that money but we'd have to quit our jobs, dude.
Hey,
Jeez.
hey, hey, if YouTube pays
We're gonna be the fucking Anthony Bourdains of shit stain actors that don't have careers anymore that gouge their fans,
it'd be
dude.
funny, dude. We can hang out with Edward Furlong. We can hang out with Corey
Oh, that'd be
Feldman,
fun.
dude. Absolutely.
I would want to get candid with him. Like, so why? Yeah, no, I'm not gonna go there. Just low hanging fruit. But all right. So let me read these last couple of comments, and then we're gonna do name that. I hate that. I feel like did we make a downer with this video? I wasn't trying to.
I don't know. I could talk about some stuff I watched if you want me to, or
Yeah. Well, let me go ahead and let's see what we got. But these are good ideas. Self help and advice show. Nah, man. I mean, who am I?
and nobody wants to hear
WWAM.
about mine. Yeah.
Hey, so my car just got towed 30 minutes ago and I got into a big argument with the jackass. I'll see you next time. All right, Silhouette. Have a good
All
one.
right. Take it easy, brother.
Yeah.
That's the worst, man.
I don't know, man. Silhouette, you've always got something going on, man. We already were kind of talking about
You're
this
just
and
like Aaron. I mean,
no, dude. Well, I was talking to him in the Discord. He's always coming up with bullshit and it's just like he's lying about half of it. You never know what's
wow.
true and what's real not. No, he's not. Dude, I don't know. What happens to me, man? What are you
There's
talking
always
about?
something funny. That's what my wife and I always talk about. There's always something funny that happens to Aaron.
Yeah, I am one of those guys where shit happens to me.
Yeah.
But, but yeah. Anyway, so go ahead. What have you been watching?
So let's see. Let me pull up my letterbox. What about you? Have you watched anything yet?
We've been watching the new True Detective season, and it's awesome.
That's good.
With
Okay, I'll have
Jodie.
to,
It's the best one so far.
okay.
Hot take. I've already said this. I thought the first season was overrated.
I like the first season. I
I
thought it was
know,
the
but the
best
thing
one
is,
so far.
it was. I watched it late. I watched it like 3 or 4 years ago, but I was way behind on that. But when it was out, it was just all the rage. Everybody wouldn't shut up about it, and it had like years and years of hype behind it for me. And when I finally watched it, it was good. I mean, we finished it, but I'm like, it wasn't. as good as the hype would suggest. I think the new season with Jodie Foster is way better, in my opinion. I love the setting. I love the Antarctica. They're going through their like 2 months of night in the most north. It's like a small town, so it's nighttime all the time. And this one's cool because it's got some paranormal, like it's got a lot of shit going on in it, and
I
she's
saw a
awesome.
clip where they're like frozen bodies or something like that, which
Yeah,
looked freaking cool.
it,
It's
it
not
the
like it's not like a woke show or anything like this year because I is it or is
well, it's it for all the effects are practical. As far as like the woke thing, if you want to use that word, no,
it's not in your face. That's good.
no, there's none of it actually. The only thing, they're gonna do representation. That's just like the daughter in it's a lesbian,
Oh, who cares?
but
Yeah,
Jodie Foster's a real lesbian, but she's
yeah,
straight in
yeah.
this.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's fine. It paints a picture of a really good small town. I love the setting, man. It's so cool.
Okay,
Yeah, it's really good. I
I'll have
suggest
to
it.
get the wife to watch that. That's on HBO, right?
I'm gonna look up Wham too.
Yeah, I was kind of talking to Aaron about this. I watched Rad, the movie. It was fucking terrible.
Oh, we watched a movie that is Wham. Pff, I'm an idiot. Yeah, Rad sucks, dude.
The BMX movie. I watched The Keep, the Michael Mann movie, which I actually really liked. It's kind of cheesy, but it's like kind of like a sci-fi type of demonic keep slash World War II Nazis. I thought it was cool, dude. It was very unique. So uh, I'd recommend checking that out. Um, I watched Existenz. I don't know if I talked about. I really liked that. I thought that was great. Um, I watched Flesh of Frankenstein. That was entertaining. There's some good practical effects and it's pretty sleazy, so I enjoyed it. Um, I picked up a few things too. Um, Picked this up a little bit ago. I don't know if I showed this. I love this movie. It's shitty zombie fun. I can't show the. I think it's nudity on the cover, so I'll have to show this cover. Flesh
Oh
Eater.
yeah, that's really cool.
I love this movie. It's shitty, but it's great. And then this one I haven't seen. I had the VHS and I wasn't a fan of it, and then I rewatched it last night and I fucking love it because I mean it's a shitty zombie movie, but it's a gore. It's so gory, dude. Burial Ground.
Yeah,
I really really dig it. So I haven't seen this in like 20 years, but I was very happy with
they
it.
got a
So,
4K release. Who put that out? Scream Factory.
88 Films.
Oh,
They're a UK company. So,
cool.
but yeah, that's what I've been watching. I've been trying to get back into. I've been getting back into the zombie movies, the shitty zombie movies, which I
The
grew up
Walking
on.
Dead stink is finally wearing off to where you can enjoy
I
zombie
think it
movies
is.
again.
I think it is, man, because that just killed it for me. So, hey,
Yeah,
I might. We're gonna talk about Romero here next month, so or in March. So,
yeah. Well, I guess I can. Last time I think I mentioned I watched Thanksgiving in passing. So yeah, but I watched the Eli Roth Thanksgiving. It was fun. I mean, it was a 6 out of 10, but you guys have to remember that's good for me. That's totally good. I'm not gonna buy it, but it's good. It's fine. It was fun. It's not Scream. I watched The Exorcist Believer.
oh
Holy
yeah,
shit.
oh
I
yeah.
was trying to give that a fair shake and I didn't want to like succumb to all the negative dogpiling about that movie because it was just getting it just destroyed. And I watched it. I'm like, dude, this earned it. This earned it. Did you watch it? You can watch it on
No, I didn't watch
Peacock.
it. No.
Dude, it's they decided to basically remake the Sam Dam movie, even though it's like a sequel. It's just like Halloween 2018. It's the
Okay.
same fucking concept. They shoehorn in um, Reagan's mom in this, and she's an old ass bitch like Laurie Strode. But at least Laurie Strode had an arc, dude. She's just shoehorned into this movie, and it really doesn't make any sense at all. But anyway, they're trying to basically retread the similar movie, except now we got two possessed girls. Double is better, I guess. I don't know. But the thing is it is so damn slow, and I know the OG Exorcist is a slower movie, but
It has good atmosphere though.
it's always transforming. Like it's slow, but from the get go, from the jump, you're with Karras, Father Karras, and everybody. You're learning about these characters. You're learning about like his struggles with faith. It's really taking you. Reagan is kind of sick from the beginning, right? And they instantly kind of pull you into the characters and what they're dealing with. Yeah, the shit doesn't hit the fan until up into the back half, but it doesn't matter. This
Was
movie,
Linda Blair in it or no?
yeah, spoiler alert. She
Okay.
shows up at the end and it's so fucking terrible. It's
Uh,
just bad. But anyway, this one, nothing happens, I swear to you, for like almost the first hour. It's like, will they just fucking shit or get off this pot? And then
Brutal.
when you finally kind of get to that last 45 minutes and the girls are possessed and all that stuff, it's just they're just kind of doing the same shit. And I won't even say they had some member berry stuff in it, right? Like they do the whole like I don't know if they say your mother sucks cocks in hell, but they kind of do some of those callbacks. And it's just not good. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, Shmel, Wham's great. They're very. I left their stream once Revival House's stream notify me I'm a stream slut. So you left us for the Wham guys? I'm honored. I appreciate you, man. We'll blow up Wham, dude. I'd like to meet these guys. Maybe they'll take us under their wing with all their followers and give us a push, dude. Aim big. No, but has anybody in the chat watched that new Exorcist? All that stuff. What's his face? Gordon Green. He stepped back. Right, the trilogy, putting the carriage
Trilogy's
before
dead.
the horse again, and he's like, this one bombed. I'm not doing it anymore. And how much did they pay? How much did Universal pay to acquire that franchise? An insane amount of money, man. And they're just going to hemorrhage.
Well, that's a franchise you don't touch
Mm.
because it doesn't have the audience. I mean, the young kids don't care about The Exorcist.
Wokecercist. I don't really know if there was any woke stuff in there per se. It's just, I don't know. It's just what I don't like is about the David Gordon Green thing is I have no problem with horror injected with comic relief. I don't have a problem with that. What I have a problem with is when he injects it into franchises that never had it before, right? Then it becomes jarring. So, Halloween 2018, he has that kind of weird, quirky dialogue that's not unlike Eli Roth, but Eli Roth, to his credit, these are his own movies, and he's always kind of had the ooh faced. He's always had that kind of weird, fucking cringy dialogue. It's just kind of part of his thing. That's fine. 2018 Halloween, you have Toby Huss. Is it Toby Huss? That's like, oh, I got peanut butter on my dick. He's got these weird, cringy lines, and this isn't Halloween. The OG Halloween didn't have any of that stuff. Can you think of one joke in Halloween 78?
No.
I mean, there's not. It keeps a tone, so it's weird when all of a sudden you
Evil
have like,
Dies Tonight. I mean, yeah.
well, that's not the joke, but no, but in the first movie you have like the funny black kid, that little kid. Yeah, he's funny, but I'm like, it just kind of takes you out of it. Like, do we need this little comedian? It's so weird. And you have the gay couple. I don't remember if that was the first one or the second one. I mean,
That's
they're
Kills.
Kills. Look, I'm not saying none of it's kind of funny. It just doesn't fit that universe for me, especially if he's going to be ballsy enough to say, I'm making this a direct sequel to the first one. Okay. You're not even, it's not even Resurrection at this point where it's just so far removed from the original. It's its own thing. You are throwing your gauntlet down and saying, I'm making a direct sequel to the first one. And you're not even capturing the tone, in my opinion. So that's what he does in Exorcist. It's like Exorcist is Exorcist, but then it's got the occasional kind of goofy line in there. I'm like, this never would have been in the original. So
Yeah, and
they
I
don't
don't
get the
mind.
universe.
I don't mind 2018. That's the only one I don't mind, and I don't say I like it. I mean, I put it at the same pedestal as like a Scream 5. It's fine. It's there. But I didn't like Kills or I didn't like Ends. It's horrible. I thought.
Wolf and Heart, Scary Movie 2, S tier. Cast this demon out! Oh, those enchiladas.
That's hilarious. I love that.
I love James Woods.
It's my strong hand.
Did you
Yeah.
know? Did you know? I just learned that it was supposed to be Marlon Brando who was playing the priest. in
Mm.
Scary Movie 2. But he was pretty sick and he ended up dropping out. Like I guess they filmed with him and they had gotten some filming in and whatever, but he ended up having to drop out because I think he died like a few weeks later actually. But they replaced him with James Woods, which I mean
I love James
sacrilege.
Woods. He's
I'm gonna
fun.
take James Woods over Brandon.
Yeah.
I love James Woods, man. He's one of those guys that's so transparent. You can see right through him. Like, you know the kind of guy he is. If I
Yeah.
ever met James Wood in real life, dude, you know you're going to get the guy from Cop. You're going to
Oh
get
yeah.
from these guys from these movies, man. He's like, he jumped right out of an Abel Ferrara movie. I love him.
I always show my kids that scene from Scary Movie 2 where he's taking a shit or whatever, and they think
Yeah.
it's hilarious, dude.
Yeah, of course. It's like bottom of the barrel poop jokes. It's just
Yeah.
like, no, Woods is fantastic. Dude, politics aside and like how controversial he's been like online and stuff, he's a great actor,
Who
man.
cares?
I
Yeah.
don't even care. I loved him on The Simpsons when he guest starred in The Simpsons growing up. I love that when he takes the job at the Quickie Mart to prepare for a role. it's, it's so funny, and they're playing off his attitude where he's like swearing all the time and bleeping when he's cleaning out the dried cheese in the microwave. The mother cheese, yeah. Have you seen Cop or no?
I haven't seen Cop. No, that's the one I haven't. They had it on Kino Lorber. I know put out like a Blu-ray, but it's always out of stock, and I want to pick that up because
Oh, did they
you
really?
champion that movie all the time, and I want to see it, man.
Yeah, it's I'm trying to think. Let me go look at what is the pedigree of this movie? Who else? Oh, the director also did Boiling Point with Wesley Snipes. Where is the I'm trying to figure out. There was something I'm trying to figure out the connection of Cop. Like who else did this? Maybe somebody who wrote it. Hold on. Oh, I can't remember. But yeah, it's a good movie. It's not a perfect movie, but it's a really good world building. I love their city, and James Wood is so sleazy. He's a protagonist, but you wouldn't know it. The dude's a fucking dirtball. Like he's got no redeeming qualities at all. Like he's like a he's like a crooked ass cop that saves the day. It's fucking weird, man. But
Speaking of Cop, let me try to find this real quick.
Cop kind of plays like an Abel Ferrara movie. It's not, but let's see. Yeah, Blaine, that movie killed William Friedkin. It probably did. The timing was right, wasn't it? Yeah, dude, Blaine. I mean, spoiler alerts, but he's like combining all the religions. It was too inclusive. Yeah. Okay, that's what you mean by the wokesercist. Yeah, it's so dumb, dude. You just want me to spoil it for you, kind of like a plot point.
Yeah,
So these girls are possessed, and for some reason they go and seek out Reagan's mom, who they say they meet her like in some old folks home, and she's like, after my daughter got possessed, she hasn't talked to me in years, and she left, and after I wrote that book, all of fucking Dr. Loomis and Rob Zombie's Halloween, I guess she wrote a book exploiting it or whatever, and she's like, I became obsessed with it, and she started like researching all the religions and how they like it's and how they all handle this type of thing. It's dumb. So at the end of the movie, they literally get everybody. I think, don't you have like a fucking rabbi, a boot? You have everybody. Everybody's fighting the demons. I'm like, this is so contradictory. This movie was Catholicism. Damn it. It's just so fucking weird. All right. Oh, Detective John Kimball.
yeah, no. So the highdefnews.com, I'm following him on Twitter, and they just keep going on and on about his fake beard, dude.
Because the high
Uh,
def shows it.
on the high def, dude. And I mean, look at it. It looks freaking ridiculous, dude.
Like, I like you, Cindy. Nice weekend holidays. I like you, Cindy. And
Oh,
he's like, and I like my car. Hey man, we were just keeping it cup. We watched it for you. I love it, dude. I love that, man.
I do too. Yeah,
Looks
I
like
need to
looks
pick
like
that up,
pubes,
dude.
dude. Looks like a nice
I
groomed
know.
pubic hair.
It's all glued to his face, dude. Yeah.
I have that coming in the mail. I don't know. I'm ordering it. I think I
Oh, do
got it
you?
straight. Yeah, I think I
I
got
still
it.
need to get it. Yeah.
Did I get it straight from Kino? Let me double check really quick. I can't remember who I bought it from, to be honest with you. I think I got it straight from
Yeah, I can't wait to see
Kino.
him in high def.
Oh, wow. This shipped 6 days ago. This might be in my damn mailbox. It wasn't in there yesterday.
Hmm.
Let me see. This is very important, guys. I gotta know. Where's it at in the tracking? I'll have to look into that. But yeah, hell yeah. I'll have to watch that. When's my Twins 4K coming? I want Twins. By the way, what's up with Kino and not releasing my sudden death 4K that they announced like a year and a half ago? It just went dead silent on that.
I know, man. I don't know.
All
I have
right. Well,
no
let's
idea.
yeah, hell yeah. Blaine says his face looks like cinnamon sugar on toast. He'd make a good powdered toast man in a live action Ren and Stimpy movie, wouldn't he? All right, well, back in the day. So let me go ahead. We're gonna play Name That Kino.
Yep.
It's been a minute. Yeah, I usually like to do Name That Kino at the start after the intro, then kind of we chat and then we end it. This might be one of those backlog. We're
Ah,
just gonna kind of do it all at the end. So forgive
yeah.
us. We kind of went on a tirade there about
It's
our
kind of
entitlements.
every once in a while we got to talk.
Yeah, this is just like a vent episode. We should call this like we should have like number like this is our vent exploitation number one vent exploitation. But let me go ahead and pull up my. We're gonna have fun with Name That Kino this
Oh,
week.
I got to get rid of the comments. Hold on.
Yeah, Todd can't see the comments. I
Okay.
want you guys to play along too. I can read it, but Todd cannot. Okay, Todd, name that Kino. Down, 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 down.
Lethal Weapon.
No, fucking car looks like it's getting abducted by a UFO. Look at that, fucking air.
Oh,
No, it's not
God,
Lethal Weapon.
I know the scene too.
Now, I feel like I'm doing these images accordingly because remember, I'm trying to really master the gauge of how many times I think you've seen the movie. Like, is going to depend on how easy or hard I make some images, right? So, I tried to be a master at this on this episode. So, anyway,
Um,
fake beards in movies are a pet peeve of yours, Wolf and Hart. Yeah, wigs, dude. Wigs drive me absolute batshit. Dude, that Harold and Kumar wig drives me crazy in when Kumar is wearing the fake wig. Is that the end of the first movie or the? It's either the start of the second movie or the end of. I think it's the start of the second movie because they had I don't know, continuity with the first one or whatever, and it's just really bad. Look who's
this,
talking. The movie or you throwing something in my face? Do I have a wig? Okay. Okay. You're getting anywhere with this?
Beverly Hills Cop.
No, but hey, I've never been a huge Beverly Hills Cop fan, but the trailer for the new Netflix, the four, it actually looks like if you're a fan of the movie, it looks
Oh,
like it's
I
speaking.
love them all. You don't like them, dude?
I've never really been able to resonate with them. I always want to like try again and again. But the fourth one, I'm saying it looks like it would scratch the itch for people that love it. It seemed like it was capturing Beverly Hills Cop. Did you see it?
I haven't seen the trailer. I'll have to watch it,
Oh, you
man.
should. It's very like I think if you're a fan of it, it's
Yeah.
designed to get your pussy wet. So, all right. So,
Uh,
do you need another one?
is this that movie with Bruce Willis
Oh,
and what?
sorry, Blaine. He was guessing the movie. No, it's not. Look Who's Talking, which has Bruce Willis in it. Funny enough.
What's that
When,
Kevin Smith
hold
Bruce
on.
Willis movie?
What when and Look Who's Talking? When did you ever see a car like this and Look Who's Talking
He drove a
going?
taxi, didn't
Yeah,
he?
but going fucking airborne. When did this happen? But anyway, go ahead.
I was for some reason I was thinking it was that Jimmy Fallon movie with Bruce Willis.
What?
Didn't he
There,
come out with the movie?
no, he was
Was
in
it
a movie
Kevin
with.
Smith movie?
He was. Oh, that's Cop Out with Tracy
Cop
Morgan.
Out. Yeah.
No, it's not Cop Out. I wouldn't do that to you.
I
Why would
don't
I put
know.
Cop Out
Give
on
me
here?
another one.
Okay, name that Kino. Oh, by the
Um,
way, each one of these, I'm having fun.
Tommy Boy.
Each one of these has 5 or 6 slides. So no,
Tommy
it's not.
Boy.
It's not Tommy Boy. Good guess. I see where you're coming at with that. I think Tommy Boy
Uh,
was in a smaller plane than that when he was coming off. Yeah, they're called doctors.
Pacific.
No, it's a good guess. Good guess, Blaine. It's not right though.
Um, Dumb and Dumber.
No, we never had an establishing shot of the jet like this in Dumb and Dumber. But this is for anybody that's a fan of this movie, I think this is a pretty fair slide because it's a pretty big, it's establishing shot. It's like this fucking plane.
Uh, PC.
I'm making these ones kind of tough because these are not like difficult movies per se. They're not super obscure or anything
Okay.
like that. So I'm making the images hard. Liar, liar, wolf and heart. No, it's not liar,
That's
liar.
a good guess. That is a
It is
very
a good
good
guess,
guess.
but they were totally like on like an American Airlines or like just a standard colored plane, or a Boeing or something. I don't know.
Castaway. I don't.
No, it's a good guess too.
I don't know.
Casablanca. Let's just go through all the movies with a plane. All right, so you need another one.
So I'm not gonna win now, right? Do I get
So
one more?
so I'm gonna give you the first three because these all have 5 or 6. Oh, did I just show the screen?
No, I didn't see anything.
Okay. So this one has 5. So if you get it in the next one, I'll still give it to you because I
Okay.
think starting at 4 it gives it away.
Okay.
All right. So third one, name that kino.
True Lies.
No. Good guess, Blaine. No.
Speed.
Yeah, it's Speed. Hell yeah. That was the next. Would you have gotten it with this?
Yes. Yes.
And then
Yeah.
I was trying to throw you off by keeping it all the intro scenes, the plane, the hijacking, and then the elevator stuff. What do you do? I stayed away from all this stuff and Dennis Hopper, but hell yeah, man. Nobody got it in the chat, but that was pretty good. All right, so we are okay. Let me go ahead and get the second one pulled up. So Todd got it. I gave him that third, but it's fair. I had so many slides and they were pretty obscure at first.
Yeah.
So he gets that one. Okay, so on this next one, this next one we have 6.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. Now this one I have no idea how it's gonna go. You might get it immediately, or I don't know. I don't know if I don't want to undersell you, but maybe I don't know. It could be tough. It could not be. But yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't know at what point I shouldn't give it to you because I kind of feel like every image of this is on the same level except for maybe the last couple. But you know what? I'm just gonna say fuck it. You might get this pretty quick, or you might. I'm gonna say you get 3 shots again. 3
Okay.
out of 6. Okay, so let me go ahead and pull this up. We should make this one exciting to see if you can just beat the chat because I feel like somebody in chat might get this because they're usually really good. Sorry, I gotta share my slide. All right, name that keynote, Todd.
Hmm.
What you guys got in the chat?
Boogie Nights.
No, it's a good guess. I could see where you're going with that.
Um,
Reminds me of the Burger King I worked at when I was 16. It's fast food joints always had the orange tile.
Saturday Night Fever.
Yeah, just pause all over.
Soul
guys.
Man.
No. Would we get demonetized if we did a commentary for Soul Man?
God. Huh. Screaming 70s. Footloose.
No, Footloose is 80s.
I know, but
Oh, I thought you were going for 70s. I'm like, well, that's not fucking 70s. Wolfenheart, good guess. Blaine, that's a good guess too. It's not either one of those, but those are good guesses. I like where they're headed. I like where your guys' guesses are at.
is John Travolta in it?
No, this is the first slide. I'm not fucking playing 20 questions with you yet.
Pulp Fiction.
No.
Jackie Brown.
No.
I need another one.
Okay. I feel like any one of these the shoe could drop. It's just hard to tell with you sometimes. But all right, name that Kino.
Killer Clowns.
No, it's a cool guess. I appreciate that guess. I love Killer Clowns.
The Prowler.
No. Where's my Killer Clowns 4K at, by the way? I got it on Blu-ray. I got the Arrow. It's fantastic. No, it's not.
Maniac.
Yeah, it's Maniac. That was the third one. I kept them all kind of hard because I'm like, this is one of your favorite movies. You better get this.
No,
See, they're
yeah.
all very like samey
Yeah.
same, and then we're gonna get into like this,
Mm-hmm.
and then of course,
Yep.
How would you like to wake up with that? That
Oh
guy
man.
bury
Oh.
his fucking Italian sausage burying your ass, raping you, dude. Oh,
Oh,
raping you. I'm sorry. God, that's like nightmare fuel, dude.
it's a death sentence there, man.
Why? This should be one of our video raw logos too. Look at that.
Yeah. We should use
Please.
that instead of old Corey boy.
We just have like his eyes, dude. Just make this be our background, man. We just have his eyes up here where it says video raw, just creepy eyes.
I'll have to come up with something.
I like the Corey Feldman one too. All right, so let me go ahead and yeah, I didn't see the Elijah Wood remake, Blaine. I know Riverman.
It's really
likes
good.
it.
Yeah.
All
Good
right,
score to that one as well.
All right, so let me pull out the last one.
2 for 2, baby.
To be fair, I don't think these were. I'm not. Those weren't very hard movies. I'm trying to keep it kind of vanilla.
That first one's harder than the second one.
Oh, I thought I was worried you were going to get the first one, the second one immediately. Like because I thought you'd know the movie so well, you're going to know the pants, and but you still got it really quick.
Yep.
All right, so let me go ahead and pull up the last one. Why do I have? Okay. All right, Todd. Go for three. Go for three. Riverman got to pull a hat trick tonight. We'll see.
Huh. Jaws.
No.
Piranha.
No.
Running Man.
Nope. You got 5 slides. Let me look at them. I might do the.
What's this?
I'm gonna give you 3. What's that? Oh, did you just fucking look at them? You said you
No.
couldn't. Oh,
What was that? I couldn't tell what the next thing was. Was that your screen? Computer screen?
yeah. You told me you couldn't see it when it did that.
See what?
Guys, did it just show it? Did you guys see?
No, I didn't see that. No, I saw your desktop background.
Oh, so it's yeah. So it shared it.
I didn't know. I don't know what it was.
Okay,
your
good.
desktop
Okay,
is.
so I'll stop doing that. So, but yeah, I'm gonna give you 3 on this one too. There's 5 total. You have the first 3.
Is it the Crazies?
No, Blaine guessed that too, actually, at the same time as you, which is crazy. You guys are in sync. Like he did it right before you.
Videodrome.
No. I'm gonna go ahead and just help you out. It's not Scanners either. It's like,
Give me another one.
yeah, you need it. Name the Kino.
Overboard.
Hell yeah, man! You got that right away. That husband, dude.
Overboard's one of my favorite movies, man. I love Overboard.
None of these were hard, and I thought the house would give it away too.
Yeah, House
Classic
of Dead giveaway.
Yeah, classic white trash house. Then you're gonna have her vacuuming up the fucking cereal on the
That's
table.
Dead giveaway too.
Yeah.
Yep.
None of these.
I love Overboard, man.
It's great. None of these were too hard, but didn't really want them to be too hard. Because every now and again, it just beats you down when you just fucking lose all these. Every now and then, we got to like raise our morale and our confidence a little bit. Throw some softballs.
Absolutely.
But let me. But we're gonna. Well, I'll get it queued up for Choose Your Destiny. But before I do that, because that'll close out the show, I want to invite. Does anybody have any questions? Does anybody have any? What we were talking about earlier. I'm definitely going to check out. We watched a movie and all that stuff. Does anybody watch any other like-minded commentaries or YouTuber channels like us that are somewhat in the same ballpark as us that might want to? Because I'm dying to reach out to people and just get to know some new people and collaborate, man. Those guys have 175K. I mean, I don't expect them to be fucking answering our call. But if anybody in the same ballpark, I want to take a list, man. I want to.
Yeah, get them on the show. Just talk to them for a bit.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I
Collab.
want I want to get some new people, some new blood, man. But seriously, any of you guys, man, ever want to come on? I'm totally open to it. But let's go ahead and close it out with choose your destiny. This is an age old question, and I don't want a simple answer. I'm going to dissect. We really have to weigh this out because this is a very serious question.
Okay.
Todd, choose your destiny. Sly or Arnie? And I need you to back up your answers because this is hard for me even. And we got to really break this down because they both got their things going for them. Yeah,
Are you
you
talking about
could
Rambo, or Commando?
no.
Or
I'm talking about
okay.
the actors and their overall, everything. These are just the pictures I found. So it's tough because on one hand, Arnie's got like benchmarks like Terminator 1, Terminator 2, and of course Total Recall. But Stallone has arguably my favorite movie of all time in the first Rocky. It's just it's Americana. It's so fucking good. It's really tough.
I already know what mine is.
What's yours and explain why?
So these two actors are fantastic. I love them both. I love their movies. One actor though, like is I don't know. I relate to more. I don't know why. But I've always Stallone. I think is the man. Like when I think of action stars, I used to think of Arnold, but as I gotten older, I appreciate Stallone a lot more. I love, of course, Rambo. I love Rocky. Um, Arnold would be, Total Recall is my favorite Arnold movies. One of my favorite movies in general. But there's something about Stallone. He doesn't make a movie that I don't like. Arnold's made some movies that are okay. I don't know. It's just something about Stallone and his presence on screen that I don't know if he's like tougher, but I think he's a better actor.
Oh, he's definitely a better actor. When he's got a good script behind him, he's definitely a better actor. But I Stallone's done some movies that are not great.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I
But
think
but
they're
Stallone makes you cry too, Arnold, I don't really consider that.
like when he's standing behind Mickey Rourke when he's talking about cutting up those Serbian boys in Burma, and he's crying.
Well,
No,
no, I mean, and Rocky 6 or whatever, where he's yelling at his boy, he comes up with some awesome dialogue, and he writes, directs his own films. It's like I give the guy a shit ton of respect, man.
so I when you really think about it, you can break it up into tiers. You can kind of stack up Arnold's best movies and then Stallone's. I'm not gonna compare Terminator 2 to fucking Oscar or
No,
you know
no,
what I mean. That's not fair because I'm also not gonna compare Rocky to I don't know fucking Collateral Damage. That's not fair. Or Aftermath or one of these like bootleg movies he's done
what
lately.
about
Right.
First Blood and Terminator 2?
So wait. So yeah, let's get down to that. So the best Arnold movies, right? Terminator 1 and 2, Total Recall, and I guess True Lies. To me, it's like top tier. And
Yeah.
Commando is Commando's like quintessential Arnold. All right. I wouldn't even call Running Man in the top tier. Like that's not quite as good as those. And then you compare that to Stallone's best output, and you have Rocky, multiple Rockies. Honestly, you could fuck
The whole
Rocky one,
franchise. Yeah.
Rocky 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6.
5 and then Creed. Yeah.
I Creed. So and then
Demolition Man. I
well,
mean,
hold on. You got Rambo, First Blood especially, and for my money, Part 4.
yeah.
Those are like just it's like, dude, yeah, those are huge. And then even like his kind of next tier movies. So that's like his creme de la creme. But yeah, he had really big blockbuster hits with like Cliffhanger and like you said, Demolition Man. Awesome movies. Like I would say Demolition and Cliffhanger, they should be going up against movies like True Lies. I definitely think True Lies is the better movie
True
of those three.
Lies. Better than Yeah, it's probably
Yeah,
better than Demolition Man, but Demolition Man is right under it for me.
I know that's why it's tough, but yeah, True Lies is definitely the better out of those. And I've actually never loved Cliffhanger, believe it or not.
It's
It's
a good movie. I'm not
it's it's
it
okay. I've never been in love with it, but I like Jim Carrey's parody of it better in Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls. So, but no, but when you kind of go to that next tier, that's where you have like Running Man, Red Heat, maybe Predator, but Stallone's next tier, dude. We're talking about Cobra. Hell yeah.
mhm.
Even like the shitty like Over the Top, which is
Over the
such a
Top,
cheesy movie,
Copland. I
but I
mean,
love Over the Top, dude. It's so dumb. Copland's later 90s. But at the end of the day, if I just kind of look at their best movies, dude, that's tough, man. If I'm going toe to toe with Terminator 1,
but then
2,
you have Twins. I mean, Arnold's comedy is great.
Arnold's comedy is better than Stallone's,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
right? Kindergarten Cop.
yeah.
And then people are way too hard on Stop My Mom Will Shoot.
It's not that bad. It's
It
fun.
it's funny. I think it's
Yeah.
funny. It's so stupid. It is funny. I think people are just giving way too hard of a time, but yeah, Arnold definitely had better success in that department. So I don't know, man. Where the scale is heavy on Stallone's size is that he's got two strong franchises. You
Yeah.
got like a lot of really great Rocky movies, and that's like all that weight's resting on one character. So that's and then Rambo. But at the end of the day, it's me saying T1, T2, Total Recall. Those are my big three.
Yeah.
Those are my big three. I mean, I know True Lies is amazing too, but that's my big three. And we're going up against Rocky 6 in my opinion. My big Stallone movies, because my two favorite Rocky movies are Rocky 1 and 6 actually.
1 and
I
6? Man, I go 1, 2, 3, and then I would go 6.
I think I take 6 number 2 because it's the most like the first one in my opinion. 2 is too much like the first one. It's like the first one's just a better version of 2. I like Rocky 1.
Lockup's great. Tango and
Lock up.
Cash.
Tango and Cash is awesome. It
Yeah.
is Cash and Tango, Tango and Cash. I
Specialist isn't bad. Judge
it's
Dredd's
it's
okay.
okay. Judge Dredd's not.
Assassins is fun.
The,
Daylight's okay.
we're getting into the bullshit, Todd. Let's be honest. Daylight. These are very mid
I
movies,
saw
man.
Daylight in the theater, dude.
Yeah, but it's very okay. This is
Driven.
like his
That was
down
bad.
period. Come on, this is like his down period. Okay, if you want to compare that period, that's like saying Erasure. We gotta put Daylight against Eraser, right? And we gotta put Avenging Angelo or Get Carter next to Collateral Damage. But it's funny how they have their periods that kind of match. This is kind of like our C tier era for both action stars.
I don't know. Nighthawks is great, man. I love
That's
Nighthawks.
so fucking far removed from the '90s washed up period. That's the '70s, man. Nighthawks is good.
But
Nighthawks is underappreciated.
what about Grudge match in the 2000s? No,
That
it's
was
fun.
like,
It's
look,
fun.
that was Stallone's twilight era because Stallone made a comeback with Rocky 6 after bombs and shit like that, and those Get Carters and Driven and stuff like that. And he had a hit with Rocky 6, and then Expendables came out, which was a hit as well. And then he started getting Grudge Match and what's Escape Plan, stuff like that. Grudge Match is fun. I get it. It's a novelty. It was kind of funnier when the character was. We thought once again that Rocky was done, so now he was playing a parody of Rocky.
Yeah.
It was Raging Bull versus Rocky, and these two old men. It's fun, but it kind of loses some of that sheen when he came back for Creed 1 and 2, and it's like, oh, it just seemed like the kind of thing he would cap his career off on.
This
But
this is great. I wanted to ask you, have you seen Tulsa King yet?
yeah,
Is that good? There's
yeah,
people that fucking love that show, dude.
it's a what's his name? Tyler Sheridan, the guy who does.
I've never seen it, so I need to
Tyler
watch.
Sheridan is that guy that does all the Yellowstone shows.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, Tyler Sheridan's the showrunner. He does what's the 14 night? What's that Sam Elliott one? There's the one with Harrison Ford. There's the original
1940 or whatever it
Yeah,
is.
he does all of the Yellowstone shows. I think he did Boardwalk Empire back in the day.
Okay.
But he's like kind of the big TV guy now. He's just got so many fucking irons in the fire with that shit. Yeah, and he did Tulsa King.
Yeah,
And
there's a lot of people that love that show, so
I love Tulsa King, and I really hope it's coming back for a second season, which it should be, because it was really fun. I think it's extra good if you're a Stallone fan,
okay.
but simple premise. You got a guy took a fall in an Italian mob family, and when he gets out of prison after like I said, he took a fall. He did a favor to the family, and he gets kind of like banished to run an operation in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So it's fish out of water,
Mhm.
and he's got to basically go there and start an organized crime fucking syndicate from the ground up. And it's fun. It's a lot of fun. I can't wait for it to come back. It was just really hard watching it because everybody's trying to go back to traditional cable, and now it's like you got to have it's once a week, and I think it's just
It's on
hard
Paramount,
because
isn't it?
yeah, it's a Paramount, and you just want to binge it, man. Like Netflix trained us to binge, and we were so over it. Now it's like it's all taken
Oh,
over again.
it was once a week?
Yep.
Oh shit, that's
Every
terrible.
every streamer is like that except for Netflix.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Netflix. So Netflix is the one that changed the game. Said, "Fuck it, we're giving you all your content." They popularized terms like Netflix and chill and binge watching. Like that wasn't a thing before Netflix. And now that it's all going back to cable in disguise with all the fucking studios starting Peacock and HBO, they all have ads even if you pay for it now. Even Prime. Did you guys see where Prime
Yeah,
is
I
going to
heard about
start making you pay for no ads? So you pay for Prime and now you're going to have ads. So
so you're telling me that this new season of a True Detective it's weekly, right?
that's the way it's HBO, man. Yeah.
See, I don't have any of those, so I don't know.
But it airs on HBO Max when it airs on TV. So
Okay.
right now you have 3 episodes built up. It's only gonna have 6 parts. So you might be
I'll wait
so
till it finishes
all
before
you
I
have to do is
watch
wait 3 or 4 more weeks and you'll have the whole
it. Yeah.
thing. But at least that's like an hour. It's really hard to I was watching that Frasier revival and dude, it's like once a week you get
Oh,
a 22
sitcoms? Hell no. Yeah.
once a week you get a 22-minute episode with ads. Like, oh
No way.
gosh, dang, dude. It's just really brutal. So I really hate that we're going back in time, but physical media is king. But anyway, at the end of the day, I love Terminator 1, man. I love T2. I love Total Recall. To me, they are the benchmarks in their genres. Sci-fi action, sci-fi horror, all
Yeah.
that, whatever you want to call it. Dude, the good thing for Stallone is he never competed with that. He never really did that. Yeah, he did sci-fi a little bit. Demolition Man's got some sci-fi in there and stuff like that. But that was really Arnold's lane with those
Mhm.
movies. But unlike Arnold, Stallone, he did the drama that Arnold really never got into.
Well, and he wrote and directed the movies. I mean, that's
So at the end of the day, the first Rocky, I think, is the perfect script. It is the perfect movie.
oh yeah.
It's everybody, household name. Everybody knows it. Everybody loves it. Families watch it together. Moms, dads, brothers, sisters, kids. Everybody loves Rocky. And it's just an American institute at this point. And if you want to go action, dude, I get it. T2 is the greatest action movie of all time. But dude, Rambo 4,
Rambo 4 is the greatest action movie of all time.
it is not. dude, it's
I
not
think it
T2.
is.
It's not T2. Come on.
I don't consider T2. I mean,
You
it's
don't?
great. It's great action, but I'm talking about like when I think of action, I think of bloodshed.
Okay, chat. He's saying T2 is not an action movie.
I think T2 is more sci-fi than action.
Dude, but it is fucking balls to the wall. Dude,
I love
how
it.
do
I
you have
love
how do you
T2.
have a movie that's not an action movie that has the greatest fucking car stunt scenes of all time?
I'm not
How does it have
saying
the best car chase
I'm
scenes of all
not
time?
saying it's not a great movie, or I'm just saying that action movie I
Mm,
consider
these
Rambo
are all
4.
these are all I mean, Rambo 4 is a little bit more pure because it's got no other subgenre to it, if
Yeah.
that's what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
But I just I that's sacrilege, man. Terminator 2, people are
Terminator
still
2 is a fantastic movie.
people are still trying to copy. And they're never gonna dude, it was so ahead of its time. Yeah, T2 is action sci-fi. It's still
Yeah.
an action
No,
movie.
it is.
Yeah, so I think T2
I'm
is the
talking about
greatest.
pure action movie.
So yeah, well, T2 is see even when so T2 has more depth because Rambo 4 doesn't really have any depth. It's just
No, it doesn't. It's not a
it's
great
just get
script.
it's
It's just
get an excuse to get Rambo into
yeah.
Burma to blow shit up.
Yep. Yep.
It's so yeah, it's pretty much just
It's exploitation.
unfiltered, just yeah, get me to the point. But I but even T2 is elevated action. It's just even if it's got all
I
this other
agree.
stuff and all this other substance going for it,
I agree.
it's still even the action, dude. It is just I
I'm
just think
not
it's
saying it's not a
untouchable. And
better
I'm
movie. It's a better movie. I agree it's a better movie.
with that said though, Rambo 4 easy top 5. I don't know where it goes in the top 5, but it is just so damn good and it's a great action movie. But Rocky, I just think it's just a perfect movie,
Yeah.
100%. And if Stallone didn't have Rocky 1, it might be a more interesting conversation that we're having
So
than I
so
might be
yeah, so what are you saying? Are you saying Stallone or Arnold?
Stallone.
Okay, yeah.
Just because but like I said, if Stallone didn't have Rocky, if he didn't have the first Rocky, I would
Yeah.
have to probably tilt towards Arnie,
Yeah.
as much as I still love Stallone's other stuff. Um but that one movie alone is strong enough for me to say. But yeah, Rocky will change your life, man. It'll make you want to fucking climb some steps, do
Yep.
some push-ups, climb a fucking snowy mountain, kill a Russian. Hell yeah.
I remember when they always used to air like, Rocky 1 through 5 on TNT. Like I used to binge those all the time when they had like the marathons on, and I used to record them. So I had them all in VHS recorded. Man, I loved it.
I didn't bend and get those Rocky 4K steelbooks
I
because they
didn't
were
either.
ugly, and they again only released the first 4. It's like, what is this? I am
They'll
holding my
come out.
breath.
They'll come out with
I'm
something.
holding my breath for a definitive box set that is better and plus I don't want to like get that first 4 and then even if they re-release them a la carte and they're different, I don't want them unmatching. I just don't understand why they fuck with these covers. Like why do they fuck with these covers?
I don't know. They need all 6 of them.
Dude,
Yeah.
but the Rocky covers are fucking iconic.
Yeah, exactly.
Like have Rocky, walking with Adrian. In the first movie. It's fucking great. You gotta have him draped in the American flag and
Oh,
dude.
that's fantastic. That's
It's like
probably
how
the best cover ever, man.
even though I think they kept that one, didn't they keep that one?
Yeah, but they made most of it black and white, I think.
Yeah, and they did like the red,
Yeah,
but they actually kept that one. But dude, I don't understand. Give me whatever.
I'm
But
with you.
anyway, so it seems like the chat favored Stallone too, which is surprising. I think he gets a raw deal
I love them
sometimes.
both.
I
Rough
think I
deal. Oh, pun. Nice pun.
yeah, I think Stallone he just got lumped in with that whole action tough guy thing, which he embraced. That I just think it watered down and people kind of forget how good of an actor he can be. And he's got way more of those machismo action roles under his belt that you forget how good of a drama Rocky is and how just perfect it is. So it's kind of weird how he started off in one lane and didn't stay there very long. And First Blood's obviously a drama too, but he started off in one lane and he just totally went into something else. Whereas Arnold, he kind of found his lane, But
Did you
kind of
watch
veered.
that Sly documentary on Netflix? It's pretty solid.
No, I just imagine it's gonna be like candy coated, and it's just gonna like talk about all the it. Like I want like a Never Sleep Again Stallone documentary. I
I
want to
actually thought
hear
this was pretty solid.
I want to
It's
hear about
him
the
in his house and everything. I thought it was cool.
I want to see the warts and all. I want him to talk about all the movies. I want something really comprehensive.
I
You
don't. It
know?
doesn't go through all of them, but I mean, yeah, it's really good. I thought.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, so that's it for this week. I don't know what we're gonna do next week. I had a lot of fun doing the tier stuff. I want to do one of those sooner than later. Those are always fun, but
Should do a Stallone tier list or a Arnold tier list.
I almost, I almost did. I almost did a Stallone. I almost pitched a Stallone and Arnold, and it's like, but not like the shit. Like pick the best of both of them
Yeah,
and put them in one, and that way it gets really hard on where you place them. Like, because
let's do that,
once
and then
again,
we
you
can do the Wheel
limit.
of Death.
Yeah, and once again, you kind of limit how many slots you get. But that's going to be really fun. I guarantee you when we have a third person. But especially if we're gonna have similar opinions, that's why I think getting Zach on for the George Romero is gonna be a lot of fun. Because I know Zach will throw a wrench in that. Because like I said, he doesn't care for Dawn of the Dead. You know,
Crazy.
and
He's
he
crazy.
he likes Day of the Dead the best. Doesn't really care for Dawn of the Dead. I think Day of the Dead's just okay, and I love Dawn
They're
of the
both
Dead,
great.
and
Don's
Riverman loves
loves.
both. So that's you want that kind of stuff. But anyway, thank you guys so much, and thank you for bearing with our rant earlier about all that stuff. All I can say with that is, if you like what we do, keep tuning in. We appreciate every one of you, and share us. Arnie never cried.
I love that, Blaine. Good one. Something I can never
but
do.
but he was pregnant, and you know what? He was pregnant, and I, even though he wasn't crying, I think he was going into labor,
Yeah, that's
and
true.
if he was a better actor, he would have been crying. You know what I mean? Like
He's pushing out of his ass. So yeah,
Arnold gave birth. I think he hit the lowest point out of both of them.
yeah, yeah.
He hit. It's funny. I think he hit the lowest point, which is really
Oh
interesting.
yeah.
But yeah, guys, like the stream. Check us out. Like I said, every Wednesday we do this live. 7 or what time is it? 8 o'clock Central Time.
Yeah.
I don't know where you guys are at. I'm in Arizona. 8 o'clock Central Time every Wednesday night. You can watch us live. If not, all these videos go up the next week for everybody to watch on YouTube. You can join us on our free Discord. All the stuff is linked below. Like the video, interact, leave a comment, all that stuff. Help us out. We're a grassroots movement at this point. So please share us with people that you think might
Just
like
share.
us.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, I'm dead serious. If you guys have any more suggestions for podcasts, throw them in our inboxes, man, our Discord or whatever, because I want to start hitting some people up and just getting into new content. So like I'm looking at these We Watched a Movie. These guys
I'll
look like
check
they're
him
right.
out. That's all I
Yeah,
do is watch YouTube. So yeah.
these guys look like they're right up our alley anyway. So I'm just gonna see if I can get into them. But thank you guys. We'll catch you guys next week. Bye.
Later.